Let's play video. This is Painful Fodder, and we are going to build a spider grinder, really. I make this room 9 by 9, 2 above, 2 below, just like the other grinder I've done. I'm not going to show that on camera. I have a couple mine shafts that get in the way. We're going to start when I've done that, and then I'm going to build a infinite water source. So that's what we're going to do right now, because it takes water. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Eat a little bit, get our hunger down. And this is going to be our room, and there's the mine shaft, one of them. And you're going to put water in 2 of the corners, forcing everything in there to go to the center, to where you want the ending to be. Now I had dug a little bit extra over here, that's why you see water over there, but it should not go all the way to the end. We're going to go ahead and fix that. Then we're going to dig out anything, all the blocks that do not have water on them, and I had not fixed the holes, so we're going to do that right now. And you'll see I'm digging out all the blocks that do not have water on them. And what we're doing is, like I said, we're going to force everything that is in the water, and the spiders will spawn in the water or above the water and drop into the water. And it's going to force everything to the center and towards that wall right there. And next we're going to dig 1 block at the end of each water, and that will complete the floor portion of this build. What that's going to do is, again, if you do that, then the water will, and right now I'm just digging out to get some more space, but by digging one block under the water, it's going to again force everything to that center. We're going to do that for each block. Only 1, don't do more than 1. And then everything that spawns goes to this 1 spot right here. So now that we have that marked, we're going to build a 3 by 1 opening. We're going to look in there and just make sure everything's going to be hunky-dory. We're going to come back in here and dig 1 more so we can see where those holes are at. Probably should have done that before I went in there, but this is the first time I built one of those, so I'm just kind of being extra careful, making sure I do everything right. As you can see, we're going to have to dig 1 more wall, or 1 more section of this wall out. And so we're going to do that, and we have some lava here, so we're going to have to block the lava off. That turns into stone, so we'll dig that back out. And there we go. We'll probably dig out a little bit more just to give us some more room. Want to make sure we have plenty of room to do everything. We're not going to hit any surprises. Put up some torches so we don't get disturbed. And now we're going to build a 2 by 3 basically box right here. We're going to put signs on this section. I'm holding shift and clicking on the previous sign so I can place a sign in front of the next one. That will keep water from flowing there. And then we're going to do the same for the block up in catty corner. What that is a chamber that goes up that will force the spiders will go under that block in the water, and then they will start going up the water, just like any grinder that you build. They will go up, and then when they hit the top, they're going to drown. Basically, we're going to have water up there, and you'll see that in a minute. Right now, we're going to dig out a little bit more of this floor. We have to have what we're planning on doing is putting hoppers and a chest. The hoppers are going to take everything that is dropped by the spiders, which is basically string, and put it into the chest. So that's what we're going to do. But I noticed when I placed that chest that we're actually one too high. We need to go down one more because these hoppers need to be under the water. So we're going to go ahead and drop our chest right here. And we're going to throw some stuff away because that's what we do. And we're going to block off some of this so we can dig some of this floor. Now, theoretically, you only really need to do a 2x3 thing of hoppers. I'm going to do a 3x3 just in case something actually dies before making it all the way through. I don't think that's possible. It's probably way overkill, but like I said, it's the first time I did this, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I think that you only have to do the 2x3 for hoppers, save you a little bit of resources. We're going to have to dig down another block here just so I can have some walking room. We'll fill that in a minute. But we do need to get our hoppers. Again, shift and then clicking on the hopper will feed the hopper you clicked on from the other hopper. And of course, we just dug into water because we want to put that extra one in. And this is the one that I don't think is necessary. I've not tried it, but I do not believe it is necessary. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and do it because I did. But in yours, you probably don't need this one. And then we're going to feed everything from the right to the left. And then everything on the left side goes into that chest. So we should be good to go. We're going to place one more block to block that water. We'll dig that out again in a minute. But we just want to get this. There we go. We got our hoppers all facing the right direction. I'm going to fill in the floor as we're going and drop some sticks. Put in our other hopper. Then jump out, do some floor. Do our shift click to finish that up, and then we can dig through these again so the water can flow again. Okay, so that is the ground part of it done. All the spiders will come in through that opening and go to the front, which means that we need to make them go up now. So of course we're going to need 3 more signs. So we want to make sure they can't go back through that opening. Not that they could, but we don't want them to also have any air, but we need to get them up. So we're going to put some signs, not water, but signs here. Again, you can click on the first one for the wall, shift click on that sign for the second one, shift click again for the third one, and you will have them all nice and neat. And then we're going to build a wall here and a wall there. And that is the level of the drowning chamber there. So we're going to go ahead and peruse a little bit. There's a couple things we need to fix. That chest really isn't going to work very well right where it's at, so we probably need to move it a little bit. We also need to get up there so we can put in the final water and finish that out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll dig some of this wall out just to, for one, so we can walk back through there and just to make it look a little better. So now we're going to go ahead and put some water in. So we put water there. And as you've seen in other grinders, this will, when they get in there, the spiders will want to go up. And then we're going to put in water here. And we're going to put in water on this corner here. And we can get the infinite water source there, and see that does not make an infinite water source. So if you take that water, it's not going to fill back in, but you can take from that one that we built. And if I put one there, then it turns it all into a infinite water source, so we're good. But we should be done with water. So let's go ahead and top that off so they can't get out, and put that there so just for looks, and we don't have any spawning stuff there. And now we'll deal with this chest. We want to make sure that we can't leave that open, or the spiders would just come right out here, and then we'd have spiders everywhere. So we have to close that off, which means that chest can't really be there. So we're going to have to build another hopper, and we're going to have to move the chest over one. So what we're going to do right now is go ahead and place a new chest. I mean, we could have just destroyed the one and put that one there, but this is the way I chose to do it. Then we're trying to pick that one up. Now we're going to have to build a hopper so we can feed the new chest area from where the other hoppers are at. So we build a hopper, and then we just need to shift click on the chest to feed it. The other hopper is already feeding into the space of that block, so it should just work fine. But again, it's always best to test. So we just plop out that block, and then we place it back in there, because the one we just placed in fell into the water, which should be in that chest, and it is. So we know everything's working great. So now we're going to leave that one opening there. That's where the spiders are going to go, and since they would take a I believe they need a 2-block section to get out, we're going to just leave that one little opening there. Just so we can see, what's going on in there, if there's a problem or whatever. So we're going to get rid of this chest. This was in the dungeon, and that was the original floor. We're going to get rid of some of these torches. We need to clean up the inside a little bit. We have some low-hanging blocks. We have some ceiling that's a little bit too high. So we're going to go ahead and fix all that. And I'm getting tired of dealing with this water, so we're going to build ourselves a little platform. And there we go, we get on the platform. Now what I'm doing right now is you have to put a column from the top of the cage to the ceiling. We don't want to have any spiders spawn on top of that cage, because they'll just sit up there for however long, and that means we're less efficient on our spawner. So, and this is really the only design you really need to do that. You can do it on all of them if you wish, but this one, spiders would have a better chance of sitting on top of there than the other mobs. So, you just want to put that block pillar above the spawner up to the ceiling. Now we're going to go ahead and lower the ceiling a little bit so it's the right height. You can do that at any time. I just figured I'd deal with it now. Make sure that it's 2 above. That's what we're going for. We get rid of some of these extra blocks along the wall. And while we're at it, some torches, because we are almost done. We just need to walk on our little entryway, get rid of some of these extra, because we want to get as much spawning as we can. Efficiency is what we're looking for. And there we go. Now let's get rid of some of these torches. There we go. Now, if I wasn't doing a tutorial, I'd probably grab that coal that you see in the wall and then replace that with regular brick, but you don't really need coal except at the very beginning of the game. After that, you probably have a lot. We did notice we didn't clean up all of this side yet, so we're going to go ahead and finish that out. We can get those from the doorway, so not a big deal. Let's get rid of some more torches. As you can see, we already have some spiders going down the center there. And we get rid of our torches, and all that torches and everything are going into the water, which means they're going into that chest. And we're just going to clean this up a little bit. There's that. We got one torch left. And I really don't want to just jump in the water. It's really pain. So let's get rid of this block above us so we can jump a little bit. We'll put a block right there so we don't interfere with the water. And we'll get rid of that. Once we do, you see immediately we have 2 spiders spawn. And they're going right where they're supposed to go, into that chamber. So let's go ahead and just watch a little bit. You can kind of see about spawning rates and things. And there you go, 2 more. Since we're standing here, that one is going to fight to try to get to us. I'll give him a hit, give him another hit, and he's just not going to go. 3rd hit takes him out. So that's okay. We don't need to see anymore. We know it works. And then if we look in our chest, we can see, there we go. We got some loot already. There's our torches. There's our blocks. Got an eye for the one we killed and 5 string. So we know everything's working great. Because we only killed the 1 spider. So out of, I believe it was 6, we got 5 string. So that's not really bad. So that is our spider spawner, and we're just going to need to clean up down here. Again, there's a little hole there we're going to have to fill. We'll go ahead and look in there. See, there's some legs there. And then spiders died, but it doesn't look like we got anything from that. Now, it won't be instantaneous because when they die up in the drown chamber, it does take, you know, a little bit for the stuff to float down again. But we do know it works, so let's go ahead and close off this opening. And check the chest again. So there we go. We got 2 right there. So something just died and got their loot. So that's awesome. We'll put the block here. We'll put fill this in just to make it look nice and clean. And there we go. That is a spider XP, or not an XP, but a grinder. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you liked it, subscribe, leave a comment. Have a nice day. This is Painful signing off. Bye.